Hello, we're back. So this is our last week 6 game. We sort of officially have 2 week game rounds. This one's taken about 4 weeks, which means we've been able to cover the whole lot because they've been so spread out. So this is Nurgle against humans, and I've watched the first half of this just now because one of the coaches said it wasn't worth looking at for a replay, but I thought it was. So let's have a little look. So Nurgle won this toss and chose to attack first. My computer's running pretty slowly at the moment, but it's hopefully going to be all right. We can have a look at these teams first. So the humans have got 11 players. No loners in this starting lineup. Thrower with accurate back here. 2 catchers who are unlevelled. They've got an ogre with block and guard, which is a very nice ogre. 2 blitzers with mighty blow. One of them has an agility penalty. An unlevelled blitzer and a tackle blitzer. There's a tackle lineman, 2 unlevelled ones. That's the whole team. And the Nurgle who are attacking first. So they've got a leader rotter, 1 loner because they're a bit low on players still. They've had a lot of rotters die this season. So yeah, the only 2 rotters they got that. Oh no, there's this one as well who's also unlevelled. 3 pestigores, 1 with block and dodge. The beast has got guard. 2 of the warriors have block. 2 are unlevelled. Yeah, there we go. That's how they are, and they're set up for with all their strong players in the middle. That's almost certainly going to be the player who blitzes. Both the other pestigores are back here. Although the humans are set up, have left a couple of blitzes on, which will be quite easy to dice. That's a very nice kick. Going that deep. If you can land the ball in the end zone, that's always good. I'm sure they probably aimed at the middle and it's scattered there, but that is nice when that happens. But yeah, if these catchers, so the catchers, they're obviously strength 2, they're a bit more vulnerable, but if they're pushed out one more space, it means the Nurgle will have to commit a lot of players down here to be able to get a 2 dice blitz, usually. Hang on, this is going to be irrelevant because of horns, isn't it? Yeah, so normally if you're just facing strength 3 players, you're looking at the only way they can get 2 dice if you've got that L shape there is to have an assist there. That means you've got to cancel that one. It pulls loads of players forwards. So it might just be something to look out for other games more than this one, because with horns you can just step there and then you've got 2 dice there anyway, whether that catches there or not. So I was wrong there, but yeah, that's something to look out for if you're playing all strength 3. So they open up with a block player. They're pushing diagonally. That means when they get stuck with pushbacks, someone else can have a go. Doing the same there. And it also means if you can knock over along the line, that's now standing next to a beast or laying down next to a beast of Nurgle. It's not going anywhere next turn. You can push that way. Because the beast hasn't acted yet and it's got 2 assists. Like somebody's been listening to these videos, you've got a 3 dice block. It felt really stupid, but it did have a 3 dice block, which is much less risky than the 2 dice. And then there's a knockdown for that warrior as well. So we've got leader rotter. Comes across over here. And then the blitz comes in. It actually comes in on this player. Because they look at fouling here. Okay, so the beast hasn't got a tackle zone, which means it's not assisting on the foul, which is a shame. So that sort of means over here might have been better. You just get an extra +1 on it, and it means this roster doesn't have to come over as far to get an assist in. But yeah, pushing back into the line does maximise this foul and make it better. But if it had gone this way instead, because the beast isn't assisting, you could have bought this warrior, even both of these warriors. And this one, they could all have been assisting this foul. But it gets through anyway. Only needed 5+, and that's an injury straight off. With no sending off. And using the loner to do it as well. So if it is a sending off, it's not really a big deal. You normally sort of have to re-roll these, because 3 times out of 8, which is why it's so good to land the ball right next to the end zone. If you foul the pickup, there's a fairly decent chance that it scatters off the pitch and could really stall or completely ruin the attack. But it landed next to it on the pitch that time. Going for the blitz here. That's both downs and then a push. So They have 4 rerolls. I can't remember if that was one from the kickoff, if they've actually just got 4, but that's I suppose an extra reroll for greed. If you can do that, there was quite a greedy reroll. I think if the ogre could have got in there, he's going to tag more players out, but he's maybe more vulnerable. But as it is, he's just marking that player. Okay, so Nurgle have decided they want to deal with this coming this way, and obviously this is a vulnerability at the moment because could just be knocked over. And then they've got players coming down to pressure the Pestigor who's near the ball. Didn't need the assist for that 2 dice because this is a strength 2 player, but has got it anyway. And this warrior just standing here cancels those. Found really stupid for a second turn in a row. Was just going to be 2 dice that time. What's over here, so that closes that gap off a little bit. In with the warrior. Just knocks that down. This Pestigor can just dodge away from the ogre. Probably don't necessarily want to leave it marked. And then Blitz over here on the Mighty Blow. Blitzer who's down. So that's the agility 2-1. And then, yeah, stepping back in there. So, yeah, choosing not to follow up because it would have been marked, and then stepping back in there to cover that space. And then opening up with a loner blitz is always dangerous, even one with block, but can just quite quickly end your turn. And they had things like, standing this player up. You've got 2 dice on that Pestigor without loner. There's just there were better options there. Okay, so using the strength advantage over that catcher to put it down. So yeah, these 3 players who came forward have been quite effectively dealt with. And then there's lots of humans laid on the floor. So looking maybe at bringing the ball forwards here. I don't know if they're relying on. I can't remember if they're relying on the beast to be a cage corner here, but it's obviously still stupid at the moment. Might have been worth trying to move it first or activate it first. Okay, so it has passed it, and it is a thing this turn. Yeah, stepping in there is good, and that's pretty well covered anyway. But maybe even before bringing the ball this way, it's like, is the beast going to give me the cover I need before you commit to having the ball there for another turn? But yeah, it is perfectly safe. And Nurgle looking like they're very definitely pushing this way, so bringing that rotter over as well. And this will be, no, that warrior had already acted. So blitzing again with the ogre as the opening move. Foul appearance this time. So at least not a turnover, but I don't get the blitz this turn or a hit from the ogre. And then just a bit of movement to end the turn with some standing up. So ball is going that way, so they have committed to this flank. I think it's maybe gone one step far forward there. I think it's going to mean that this has to be a go for it. They could have saved themselves that roll if they just kept the ball one space back. If they do make that roll. This corner is still open though. He's getting that knocked down. I'm wondering if maybe a blitz with this warrior. Yeah, maybe a blitz with this warrior to push back here and then come stand over there. He's going to close that off. Just taking a block there though. So this will probably be the blitz, and it is, yeah, it was on that blitzer there. So identifying the mighty blows as danger players, which they are, but they have left the back of that cage open, and the thrower can reach only here. It's only 1 dice because you won't get an assist in there unless they pass tentacles and make a 4+3+ dodge for this lineman, which is pretty unlikely. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 2 go for it. That's open. So it's 2 2+s and a 1 dice block, needing basically a 5+. Is a pretty decent shot of the ball and is worth taking. And this doesn't have block either, so you could even take them both down if you're happy to put the ball on the floor and give the Nurgle the task of picking it up again. So not much good recovery, but you're going to force the Nurgle to make more rolls if you do get that down. And I think the thrower goes a different way. I remember they don't take it on, but that was probably worth a shot. Yeah, so the thrower comes over here to assist instead, looking at 2 dice on this warrior. To blitz him with the ogre on the Pestigore. And yeah, that is a knockdown with mighty blow, but nothing from it. And then didn't get away from the beast there at the end. So catcher comes back here, just cover that warrior off. And it sort of looks like the humans are kind of giving up stopping the score. As it stands, they're only 1 player down. Okay, so a bit of a loose cage there. Have left a 4+ dodge into the ball carrier. That's a dead though. So it's an unlevelled lineman who died. And does put the humans down to 9 players. They've got an apothecary, but they are saving it for more important players. This is in there. And using blocks to put the catch down. Can maybe step back there. I think did it have more movement? Could have, if it could step back in there. 3 dice for the beast. And then not taking that 2 dice on, because that's going to leave that blitzer free. If it's a double skulls or a skull both down. Do keep hitting the warriors with mighty blow, but not getting anything out of it yet. That is injured Pestigore though, so Ogre picking up another casualty. He's got a lot of casualties this season, that Ogre. It's a badly hurt that was regenerated. But it puts the Nurgle down to 10 players for this drive, so it's 10 plays 9 at the moment. And then another mighty blow hit on a warrior, but again nothing. So the mighty blow getting them something 1 time out of the 3 that turn. They did get all 3 of them to hit someone. And our beast has 3 dice here, and that's a knockdown. Casualty for the beast, puts it on 15 points. Again, able to use block. And, oh yeah, this was quite fun. So Rotter on 5 points, so just looking to level with a pass. And because the humans have kind of got out of the way of this little group of players and all come this way, they can afford to take chances like this and try and level the players. It does come off, so that is a level Rotter. That's a warrior over here as well. Could be worth trying to get the touchdown on this warrior while they've got the time they've got, and they've only 2 turns left. So probably have to move the warrior forward, try the handoff, which is on a 5, and use their reroll for that if they want. Although maybe you don't there because you save it for the 3+ of the reroll the turn after. It's not 5+, is it? 4+ for a warrior to take a handoff. So 75% if you're willing to give that the reroll. Yeah, that puts dodges away over there. So there's a foul bonehead in there in that turn. This look like, yeah, so throw to go for it there, and that gives the beast 3 dice if it blitzes there. Thrower. Which is just a push. Failed loner, probably not worth the reroll. I think trying to score on this warrior is probably worth using that reroll on. It's on 2 points. If you can get it up to within a casualty of scoring, it's probably more valuable than those 3 points on the Pestigore. But I did lose the last reroll there. They've also scoring in turn 7 given the humans 2 turns to score back before half time, and they're down players, but they've still got 9. Oh no, it's going to be 8. That's the 3rd injury there that turn. Yeah, so they're on 8 players, the humans now. Yeah, like this. So because they've only got 3 rotters, it means that that leader has to go on the line, which should maybe be a kind of priority. But the beast here is going to discourage any following up, so they're going to be not gaining any ground that first turn with their blocks there. So I want to get value out of Mighty Blow. All 3 players with it are on the line there, and I think if you go 2 other players in here and here, because I mean this suggests there's no intention of trying to score in 2 turns, but you don't really need all these players deep. I think 2 more players in there. Firstly, it gives you more options if you only get pushbacks and you hit diagonally to have another go at them. That's Pestigore getting hit by a rock. It's just a stun though. But it can also give your ogre 3 dice. So kick right against the touchline again, which is great. Like we said, if you fail that pickup, you kind of have to re-roll it, or it's a decent chance it goes off the pitch. But yeah, 2 more humans in these guys. Let's go to the they advances rather than everything, because it gets a bit messy with Nurgle. Yeah, so the ogres has guard, so it's assist for both of these blocks. You got 2 dice there, 2 dice there with block and Mighty Blow. Then if you've got players standing there and there as well, you get 3 dice for the ogre on this player. And you could shift this around a bit so you hit diagonally into more players as well, and then still get those 3 dice from the ogre if he's there instead, or if he's going to hit this player and this Mighty Blow guy's there, then you've still got those 2 assists from the ogre in that spot. But then there's 1 blitzer left, I think, isn't there? Yes, this one. If he's there as well and someone only gets a pushback, you got another chance at that player. But just having these 3 on here and just getting 2 dice blocks, there's no need to just have the ogre make a 2 dice block when you can quite easily make it 3. And I know he's got blocks, so it's a lot less risky, and he's got the knockdown that time. But it's just, yeah, starting 2 players in there who can then go back if you want to, but they could start in there and be cleared by now. And you've got, yeah, 3 dice on those, plus more players to that too. So going for a pass with the catcher here, who's on 0 points. You normally see the thrower if they're just going for, unless they're trying to level that catcher. I know he's on 0. Yeah, so here it's really easy to get a 2 dice blitz with the beast, but just move a couple of other players in there, you make it 3. There's, yeah, no reason not to. It's 1, 2, 3, and then the hit. And that's the agility 2 blitzer who's down, so it takes a hit with Mighty Blow, and also the with the beast on 15 points. Yeah, taking every opportunity to block with it to try and get that level. He's pretty key. 3. How many points were these on? 9. That one's already got a 2nd level on 16. So opening up with the ogre and then re-rolling it, re-rolling the pushback to get a knockdown, but not getting any value out of that. It's now going, yeah, throw to catcher, which gives them re-rolls on all 3 of these 3+ rolls. Pick up, pass and catch. Generates a point for that player. And then I'm not sure why these players go this way. You could have moved a couple forward, so you could have put a player in here. The Nurgle haven't got another turn, so you don't need to worry about them hitting back. You can have a player in here and another one in here, and you've got 2 dice on this guy with Mighty Blow. And instead, if you dodge away there, that's risking an armor roll for nothing, because there's no reason to retreat here. Nurgle don't have another turn this half. So yeah, could definitely have got more out of that last turn than they did. But it is 1-0 at half time. Obviously down players, down to is it going to be 7 or 8? It's 8 with that knockout coming back. And Nurgle's still on their full squad of 11. But yeah, trying to attack Nurgle when you're outnumbered by them is really tough going. And it makes their first half attack from the Nurgle probably quite telling. Oh, it's a blitz as well. Okay. And this is a pretty shallow kick, so they can probably come and stand under this ball. Be looking for a Pestigore to get there. So the blitzing there to try and clear a path. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 go for it for this one to get on the ball. It makes those one at a time. So if you fail the first one, you maybe don't take the second. If you re-roll at all, that's another one in there to shield. Yeah, this can come right round. So already a pretty tall order. So it doesn't make the catch, but it's a pretty decent scatter for the humans. Actually, it's not really a good scatter for anybody, but it's not a good position for the humans at all. Looking at scattering the ball, catches it even with all the disturbing presence. It does mean he's now stuck. The ball's going to be there next turn. Four. Yeah, I've got 1 dice on the ball just as it is at the moment. Putting those 1 dice hits down on Rotters for Mighty Blow, so that's the leader who's out of the game. Just takes 2 badly hurts. No regeneration on Rotters, of course, so that does drop the Nurgle down to 2 rerolls. Yeah, and take that 1 dice on the ball, which is a power. So it's 1 in 3, that was going to be down. And it drops out of tackle zones as well. So to go for it to put a marker on the ball. And then they push that catcher in there. I wonder if we will see a warrior touchdown this half. Here's his Pestigore forwards. Maybe you've done with another assist here for the beast for the classic 3 dice. Don't have that at the moment. So yeah, this warrior was 1 square that way. Or the Pestigore had come in there. Taking 2. And keeping both of those players tagged. Fire the power on the Broad one. There's a blitz in there. This is probably, I mean, it was hard work to get the assist in, but that's probably more valuable as a blitz target. Stand on the ball themselves. 2 dice here from the thrower. Going 1 dice with the blitzer first. Fell bonehead with the attempted 2 dice on the beast. Thrower dodges away, could go for this pick up maybe, even in a tackle zone. 4+ with a reroll is good. So thrower is blitzed and knocks down. That's the second warrior in there. So 2 tackle zones, just standing guard over the ball, make it really hard for the humans to go for it. There. Yeah, and getting the knock done there and following up puts 1 assist here. Should probably be again looking for 1 more assist be from this Pestigore. Just comes around one of these 3 squares. Yeah, we're gonna have 3 dice. Failed the really stupid though, so both of the big guys are failed their negative trait rolls that turn. Ogre making use of block. We've got 2 dice here. Pushes in there. Gets in with the thrower. Going to get to push. Could even, with the way this is here, because you've got this catcher right here, if you step in there, you don't even need to dodge out. You could just hand off to this catcher. So you've got 4+ with the reroll to pick up, 3+ with the reroll to catch. Then I'm not really sure where you go. You maybe try and retreat over to this corner, see if you can build something later. Or maybe just run away up here, but you're probably going to be taken down by this excess of players. But yeah, you could use the skills you got here like quite well. So sure hands for that 4+ pickup, that's 75%. I mean, it's 89% hand off to the catcher. Might be worth considering. Probably is in that situation where you've got the catcher just standing right next to the ball. Oh, sorry, it's 2 tackle zones, isn't it? So it'll be 5+, 5+ the reroll, so 55%, and then 89, rather than 75 and 89. I said. So looking for beast or Ogre there, maybe. Could be going for that. Blitzing to the catcher, so it's going to scatter the ball. I don't know if the Nurgle really want to scatter the ball there. That would have been great if that was a catch. Catches it on 6, so the catch skill against disturbing presence wins out. They've got 2 dice here again. Yeah, can only get pushes on that catcher. So if that catcher can run away, I think you saw against the Chaos team when the humans had lost quite a few players, but they got the ball in a catcher towards the end of the game and then just ran away with it and they were gone. To get that sort of thing again, probably needed that to not. Yeah, that shuts off the route out. That's the ogre knocked down by the beast. Just a stun. And then 2 dice here. Yeah, leaving that blitz marked by the beast next turn. So you need to dodge away. I'll try to just go right through. So made a couple of 4+. Yeah, failed that the second one. It's a 3+ that was failed. Yeah, just trying to run straight out. Ball scatters back there. So that was 4+, 4+, 3+, and it's just the last 3+ that was failed. Yeah, I think because this way was blocked, that's probably, I don't know if that's necessarily the best way through, but I think, yeah, before that block last turn, there was a route through there with just a single 3+ dodge. But yeah, just tried to run for it and didn't quite get there. Opening up with it's 3 dice from the beast. And there's another knockout. So the humans did not manage to escape with the ball this time. And again, they can just stand warriors on this. I'd like to go for a warrior touchdown. They've got 2 warriors on 2 points here. Great to see them score. Warrior scores. More warrior touchdowns should be encouraged. So they've got it on this best score, who actually will level with one. So probably worth giving that a try. The humans, I think, a bit like the first half, are just resigned to what blocks they can make. Following up, there was a free move away from the beast, might have been worthwhile. Could step in there, give yourselves 2 dice there if you're looking at just blocks and escaping damage. And you maybe just leave these players on the floor as well, if you don't want them getting hit. Try and dodge away there. It does mean another armor roll, and it's a knockout in this case. We'll just see the ball move forwards. And then some caving. So that'll be 2 dice on the ogre for later. No, taking it now. Blitzes, which would be safer. Go with that warrior. It's one of the 2-point ones. He just gets a pushback. And yeah, not much else for the humans to do, so just trying to get the blitz with the ogre, but failed the bonehead. And then dodging away. And yeah, just preserving the team. Seeing this game as a lost cause and retreating to avoid damage, which I think is fair enough. And then leaving this one laying on the floor is probably the safest place for it. Where is this blitz? So this is 3 dice for the beast, and again on 15 points still. So looking for that casualty, which will send it over the edge. Just a knockout again. I think he's had a couple of knockouts since hitting 15 points. But that is a blitzer who's safe, and the score. So that Pentacle levels. And it is 2-0. I think with the numbers advantage they've got, they should be okay to defend that lead now. All 3 knockouts wake up. They do have a Bloodweiser Babe as the only inducements. So there were 3+ rolls on the knockout recoveries. So, but still 8 players against the Nurgles, 10 because they do have 1 down. So 10 against 8, and only 2 turns. But I wonder if we'll see something quite similar to the humans in the first half, where they try and take 3 mighty blow hits, and then and don't try and push for a touchdown there. Extra reroll for the humans. You do have fame in this, I believe. Yeah, I had 1 fame and just rolled higher anyway. So again, I read just same notes as before. If there's players in here who can assist, the ogre's going to get 3 dice. Failed bonehead again though, so he's had a few of those. Had quite a few really stupid failures as well though, which were all 2+s that failed. I think 3 of them. So they've probably been as bad as each other in that regard. Ogre did have a double skulls as well though. So plugging away at this thrower to try and get extra points. The fluster catch, the 3+ with a reroll. If they've got anyone else who's a decent amount of points to try that with. Well, that's an agility 2 one. That's not. So looking at 3 points with 3 dice with the beast. Try and get that level before it's done, before the end of the game. And they'll very probably not be leaving any blocks on. Do find a pal, but no armor break. And it's looking at protecting their players. So this one of the hardest players on the Nurgle team to knock over. They're going to go for that pass again. So this will be, because of accurate, it's going to be 2+, 3+. I think I said 3+ earlier. Makes it that time for another point. And then they're going to go stand up, blitz the ogre, the beast with the ogre, maybe. And retreating these players. So final turn. Oh, ogre just runs away too. And you can just leave this guy on the floor. A couple of go for it's with the loner for that. They're going to need to throw go for it's. 2, 4, 6. Didn't need to do it with the loader though. Although they've got one reroll, and that'll be 2 dice. Could have used one of these warriors maybe to get that extra assist in. But that is for nothing. So tough ogre holds off injury, and we are done at 2-2. Yeah, so the one death. I think the humans didn't use their apothecary in the end, which is it's that hindsight thing of like you try and hold on for it in case something permanent happens to someone important. But it could be annoying when you get to the end. It's like, oh, that badly hurt Blitz. I could have played the rest of the game, but you just don't know at the time. So bit of a some star player points there. That's 2 touchdowns for that Pestigore. A couple of casualties, the MVP and 1 pass. So I think that was 2 rotters who levelled. Did they get? I think they got 1 casualty. That's a thrower. So I think that was 2 passes and another casualty that was regenerated. That's the MVP. And I wanted to see. So really stupid failed 4 times. It didn't make any of those as 4+ rolls. So that is a pretty low percentage for that. And then Bonehead was the same. So failed 4 out of 11. And it was 4 for 11 as well. So both of them had a turn where they didn't act. I think the Ogre was stunned 1 turn, and the Beast might have just not done anything for a turn or been a turnover or something. But there you go. That completes match week 6, which is quite overdue. And there we have it. So we can we'll confirm that round off, and then start looking at the next one. I think we'll go to start this sort of from this. Sunday or Monday, so we'll have 2 weeks from Sunday to get these last ones in. We'll have Amazons against Chaos, and that is Undead against Humans, Dark Elves against High Elves, which is my team, High Elves, so Elf off right at the end of the season, and Nurgle against Skaven to end it there. This is how we stand after all that. So Nurgle are running away with that with 5-1-0. That 1 draw was against me opening game of the season, so Nurgle have won 5 in a row since then. Dark Elves second with 4-1-2. We're 3-2-1. The only defeat we had were to this Amazon team who are in here in the final playoff space. And I think like we were discussing in an earlier match, it's like this is going to be the top 4 and this is going to be the bottom 4, but it's still ordering up for grabs and who you're going to play in the playoff finals, because the bottom 4 go into a different playoffs as well to decide all the final positioning for the season. But look at those 2 teams. I don't think the Humans levelled anyone, but they didn't lose anyone either. So they're still on there. 11 players with no more levels there. There we go. So the thrower got some extra points there. I think one of these blitzers and the Ogre both picked up a casualty. But no touchdowns in that game and nothing new. They've got 70k, so they could afford another catcher if they wanted to, but I don't know if they want to stick with the 2 at the moment, or another lineman, of course. But it could also be blitzer replacement fund, because they're not cheap and they're very important. Nurgle did pick up some levels in that game though. I think it was 3 different players. So we had a double go on diving tackle on a Pestigore, which is pretty nice. This rotter picked up tackle, and this one dirty player, so we'll have to look out for more fouls for this team. They did have that one in turn 1, but that's going to be more effective with a dirty player. And of course they picked up a free rotter who was previously the human lineman that got killed in that game, so they're back up to 11 players and won't have a loaner next time. But diving tackles is a nice choice. I quite like it on Chaos Beastmen. I don't think I've ever had it on a Pestigore, but if you can build this now into like block and stand firm and dodge if you get another tackle, another double, that becomes a really annoying player to play against. And diving tackle can be a skill which is pretty cool like that. And who are they playing next week? They're playing Skaven next week, so the gutter runners will have to watch out for that diving tackle player. But four block players on a Nurgle team is going to make them much more reliable than they are at the beginning, and they're shaping up pretty well. And 1370, they're towards the upper end of team values in the league at the moment. Skaven have one of the lower ones. They've been replacing players slowly as we go, so they've got a bit of inducements there. That's 100, which might end up being a bribe. I know they took a bribe against me, so could maybe go that way again. They don't have a dirty player though, so maybe 2 babes might actually be a better use of things, or a extra apothecary, all available for 100. But there we go. That is our week 7, which will be coming up. It's probably starting next week unless people start getting their games in early.